Hey guys, welcome to Laverne. We're happy to welcome you here. This is our first development from the ground up. We're very excited to take you around the houses later and to show you the different model houses. These designs really influence us from the kind of materials, the kind of architecture that we've seen abroad that we thought, hey, kung kaya na lang gawin abroad, why not bring the same designs in here in the Philippines? Some of the lessons that I took with me as when I was handling sales and marketing then, and then I handled engineering, was, I would see how excited buyers were at the beginning, and sometimes upon turnover, parang nadidisappoint sila pag tinurnover na yung house sa kanila kasi parang hindi maganda siguro yung pagkakagawa ng house. Masyadong parang nagandahan sa brochure, tapos napa-reserve, napabili. Tapos yung dineliver na, ay, bakit ganito? Diba? Parang there's a disconnect, diba, between what's being promised to you and what's being delivered to you. Here in this subdivision in Laverne, it will be delivered as is. Parang exacto, the same tiles, the same color, the same shade. Walang mababawas. And the only thing na mawawala would be the movable furniture, So that's how we want to present it to the clients. No, it's what you see is what you get. Hi guys, welcome to the SOLENN model. So right behind me is the SOLENN model. This is the first of the 3 model houses that we have. And you can see here the facade of it. And you can see, for example, here the front patio and the fence, all included with the house. You can see the kind of windows that we use, the kind of paint that we use. I'll highlight, for example, that we use here elastomeric paint for the outside. So there's different kinds of paints, but elastomeric paint is what you use when you want a very, very nice finish. Because what elastomeric paint does is kung meron siyang mga hairline cracks, meron siyang ability to hide these cracks by bridging the cracks. No? So that's why you use elastomeric paint. I'll also take you here to our one carport garage. The carport garage measures 3 meters by 5 meters normally. And by 3 meters by 5 meters, you'd be able to fit a mid-size SUV here comfortably. So this is something that we have studied before. Kasi sometimes when you make a garage, actually, we made this mistake in the past. Kasya yung kotse, pero pagbukas mo ng pintuan ng kotse, halos tatama na siya sa wall. No? So we made sure this time na hindi mangyayari yan. The other thing is, the depth of the garage, we made sure na it's deep enough so that pag pinasok mo yung car mo at meron kunyari gate na isasarado mo sa likod ng car, hindi siya tatama sa likod or hindi siya yung parang sobrang sikit na parang kailangan mong parang sumuot doon para isarado. One thing that is not visible in this house because it's underground is the way we did the plumbing inside the house, which is very exciting also. No? You can't see it here, it's not as visible, but this will save you a lot of headache later on. Now we're here at the main door for the SOLENN. This is the entrance to the house. You'll see everything here is kasama sa house. So we made our main door. I love main doors that are oversized, that are very tall, that are very wide. So we tried to make this as big as we can possibly make it. We made this wide. So normally a door kasi would be about 80 centimeters. This is about 80 centimeters. This one, you're able to make it a little bit bigger and put maybe 30 centimeters bigger for a side screen. So you can see who's outside if you're coming from the inside. And at the same time, we ordered this custom from our supplier, and we we finished this ourselves. We also included here, this is a very, very nice parang door piece for the entrance, which we include with the delivery. Alright guys, so we are just past the garage here, and we are here by the service area. This side service area is what leads you to the service area in the back where you can do your, let's say, service kitchen or like your laundry later on. Guys, so we're here in the back of the house, and this is how big the service area is. And there's not a lot of things down here, but you can see that it's just cemented. And we put a few things here. Wala pa, no? There's no washing machine or anything. But where we are standing is where you can do your laundry. We put a bang here, let's say for your plumbing line. This is actually where you hook up your washing machine. Actually on the floor, you'll see that there's a, you can't see it from where the camera is standing, but there's actually a catch basin there for the dirty water from the washing machine. Hi guys, so this is the SOLENN model. So today, I'll show you, for example, what kind of wall cladding that we used here. So this is actually called the wall cladding. It's made of natural stone. And we use natural stone here for a couple of reasons. No? Normally, you go to Wilcon or Home Depot, you might see different kinds of stones. Maraming pagpipilian. There's synthetic stone, there's natural stone, there's granite, whatever. Nakakalito, diba? Pero when you use kasi synthetic stone, maganda ang kulay niya, maybe ganito rin yung itsura niya. Ang problema nun is, annually, you need to do sealant, so may maintenance cost siya. So, of course, no home is maintenance-free naman. There'll always be a minimal maintenance cost to the home. Pero you want to choose the home to be as sustainable and as minimal cost as possible. Kasi syempre, maraming naman kayo ibang binabayaran, ayaw nyo madagdagan yung binabayaran nyo, diba? So, this one we use a natural stone. A natural stone will last you 20, 25 years, whatever, right? So, but the great advantage of this is that hindi mo na kailangan siyang i-sealer and it looks great, right? So, on top of this, we actually even use, and you might not even notice this, but we actually put a special coating on top of it, which we didn't need to, but we did it anyway because we wanted to make sure that this natural stone becomes water repellent. Why do you need it to be water repellent? Because we wanted to be, what do you call this? Parang anti-mold. Kasi nangyayari, kapag nasalba siya, syempre nababasa siya. So ulan, then ulan, araw, diba? So that's how nagkaka-mold siya. Pag nagka-mold siya, lilinisin nyo na yan. So yung labas ng bahay nyo, hindi na siya ganun kaganda later on, di ba? It's not like lilinisin nyo yan araw-araw. So, it also saves you time, it saves you money, right? So, that's one of the things that we want to highlight here. You know, a lot of developers, again, would not go into that kind of detail. But today, I want to show you some of the things that we have put into this, planning this, what kind of materials that we chose, why we chose the kind of material, and why this will save you money in the future, or why it is more of an advantage or benefit to the buyer. No? So the second thing I want to point out, for example, is normally this is the front easement of the house. Whenever you're constructing houses, you normally have an easement to the property line. Kumbaga, hindi nyo pwedeng isagad yung mukha ng bahay hanggang sa sidewalk, diba? But you see that happen a lot in the Philippines. But, you know, today, of course, hindi natin pwedeng gawin yun. But what we do is, we deliver this developed na, this front easement, and we put a front patio here to make it look nice. So you see, for example, na what I'm stepping on, this one, this is called a plastic wood composite, no, or a wood plastic composite. This is the same kind of material that you will see in swimming pools in the resorts. It's kind of very expensive. It's actually one of the more expensive parts of the house. But it is expensive for a good reason because it's all weather, meaning pwede siya sa ulan, sa araw, mabasa. It won't wear down right away. Normally kasi when they turn over the house, walang perimeter fence or walang front fence. Dito, meron siyang front fence. Kasama na lahat nitong nakikita nyo. And again, itong material na to, this wood post, wood cap, and the fence, these parang planks, these are also wood composite planks. That's kind of same thing that I'm stepping on right now, no? So, it's very nice. Siguro kung mahilig kayo mag-coffee in the morning or something like that, or in the afternoon, it's nice for you to sit down here and just kind of enjoy your cup of coffee or drink, right? So let's go inside the house and I'll show you more, right? Hi guys, so dito naman tayo sa loob ng bahay, no? So this heavy duty frame is what you call a UPVC. It's also a very hard type of plastic that you will see normally in very big expensive houses, no? Normally in housing developments, you will not see houses with UPVC kasi yung cost nito kumpara mo sa yung normal natin is usually steel casement windows, or number 2, yung tinatawag na powder-coated aluminum window. So yun yung usually parang pag mga modern houses, powder-coated aluminum, yun yung usually dinideliver. But this one today is called UPVC windows, and they're a lot more expensive, but the material, and you can see the mechanism is very, very smooth. Those are just some of the advantages of using this, and at the same time it's very heavy duty, no? So it won't, like for example, compared to powder coated aluminum. Yung powder coated kasi paminsan i-lift mo lang to, matatanggal siya from the rail, so parang it's not that secure, no? This one mabigat siya, so hindi mo siya basta-basta matatanggal, and maganda yung mechanism, so it's very secure. This is the reason why, for example, yung a lot of the people when they move into their home, magpapagrills pa yan dito, diba? So, well, the grills is for your added security. So, of course, hindi mo naman pwedeng mapagbawalan yung mga homeowners na gumawa ng ganon. Pero later on kasi, pag syempre lahat na nagka-grills, ang pangit actually ng mga bahay sa subdivision. So, pinag-isipan namin kung paano yun, and one of the solutions was we'll change into this. It looks great. You don't need to put grills, and it will be uniform across the subdivision, right? So that's just one of the highlights that we put in here. And bonus na lang, it actually comes with a insect screen. So you can actually have the glass, this one open, but this insect screen is actually closed, and it's a very heavy-duty insect screen. So it comes with the model. Nothing that you see here is parang embellished. So again, this is a model house that is not dressed up. The only thing dressed up here is that we have furniture staged, but aside from that, this is exactly how we would turn it over to you. So let's go inside. Hi guys, so welcome to the inside of the SOLENN model. I'll show you what we have here. No? So if you pan here and just show the rest of the space, we have the living room down here, and you'll see, for example, the dining and the kitchen. So what I wanted to highlight here is that, you know, these kinds of houses, when you design them, we fell in love with the kind of open layout. You know? This is parang uso these days, open layout, because you want to maximize the space, right? So you want the living room to flow into your dining, and the dining to kind of play around or assimilate with your kitchen. And that's what we have here. That's why parang kahit na, you know, we're not selling mansions, diba? Pero yung look and feel when you enter the model house is yung parang malawak siya. You can put a lot of things, and you'll see the effect that it has. No? So for example, down here, you can put a very standard size, kind of oversized couch actually. And you could put like oversized chairs like this, and you can even put space for this like glass table in the middle. I'll also point you out to this. Now you can put a 6-seater dining table here and chairs, and still have enough space or a lot of space to walk around. Some of the other details that I wanted to show you would be, for example, you might not see it from the camera, no? But if I were seated here on this sofa, normally what would I be doing? I'm probably wanting to use my phone or to charge it. So actually, may saksakan dito, power outlet. Meron rin siyang saksakan na power outlet dito sa tabi, no? So we supply the house with a very generous amount of power outlets. Pretty much where we think that kailangan ng buyer yung gagamit ng house. One of the problems, that we have seen in houses is this, very common, no? Pag papakabit kayo ng internet, so usually, kunyari, for example, si internet company X will go to your house. They will put a box there, normally in your private post where your Meralco line is, or paminsan, basta somewhere there outside, diba? And then from there, the junction box, they will run a line, and because wala naman provision para pumasok sa loob ng bahay yung internet wire or yung sky cable line, gagawin, papadaanin sa bintana. So, in here, no need to do that because nagabang na kami ng tubo underground, and from outside, it goes actually inside and it goes in here. So, the only thing na kailangan mangyari is itatap lang sa labas tapos connected na siya dito. So, all of the cabling actually runs inside the walls through the master's bedroom and then bedroom 1 and 2. So, you'll find that in every house later on. Another thing I wanted to share with you is we have, when we do floor plans, we love to get down into the details, and even the placement of the lights is planned. You also see that, I don't know if the camera can see, but there's a lot of ceiling or LED lights in the ceiling. These are all included as well. So we knew, for example, that the living room was going to be here. So you'll see that the ceiling here is actually raised up a little bit, and then we put 4 LED lights, no, to highlight that this is the living room. This is where that center of that area is. It goes a long way when you can see and plan forward in the design what it's going to be used for, so that later on you can really plan and then the details will really be able to be highlighted. Alright guys, so over here we are actually right next to the stairs, underneath the stairs. But what we want to highlight here is this extra storage cabinet down here, so you could put a lot of your stuff down here, maybe household cleaning supplies or whatever, extra luggages, you could put it down here. And again, it is true to our word na every inch or corner of this house, we made sure that there's a design and a function to it. Alright guys, so what I want to share with you today is also the kind of tiles that we use for the floors. As you can see from the living room, dining, kitchen, so we use this kind of tiles that look like wood. They're not real wood, but they mimic wood. And they're called high definition porcelain tiles, no? And then it goes on to here sa may stairs. And I'll tell you a little bit about how we built this. So, the stairs na actually nahirapan kami dito, no? Kasi yung stairs, yung parang mga dimensions niya na hindi masyadong maging matarik yung stairs, and then yung parang run ng stairs is malapad for your foot. So when you step on the stairs like that, dapat yung wala ko malaki yung paa ko pero I'm like a size 10, and in here pag nag-step ka dyan, dapat yung buong feet mo kasha, diba? Hindi yung parang nakahang. So we made sure that we use oversized planks for this. These were cut actually from tangile that used to be 12 feet long, and then we cut them into this size, and then we finished it, bolted them down to the concrete, and then we made this like custom designed handrail as well, so which we finished on its own. You can see this top handrail is like parang medyo light wood siya. So I think we bleached this, and then we sanded it, and then we put what do you call that? Yung parang wood color, wood stain. We put a wood stain. You see also the detail down here, no? So normally sa mga housing wala naman yung mga detail ng mga baseboard, but this one we have a lot of baseboard that we used. This one, so we cut this and we made sure that it goes all the way up, and you can follow with your eyes, the baseboard. One interesting thing about the baseboard, no? So originally when I wanted to designed this house, I said I wanted to use a 4-inch baseboard. However, sa market kasi, when you buy wood, yung 4-inch na baseboard, pag bumili ka ng wood, because of the way they cut it, mga 3.5 inches na lang yung natitira. No? So, you won't get a true 4-inch na height na baseboard kapag binala mo lang yung nasa market. So, what we actually ended up doing was, we got a bigger piece of wood, and then we cut 4-inch strips from it para talagang 4 inches yung baseboard niya. So, you'll see here na parang this is really a 4 inches. Pag i-measure mo, talagang 4 inches siya. Hindi siya 3.5 na medyo bansot yung itsura. No? Now we're going up to the second floor of the house. The stairs here, I believe there's 14 steps. No? So if you are concerned about the feng shui na parang aura plata mata, we also took that into account. One particular thing about the SOLENN model is it actually has this very nice window above the stairs. So the light filters into the stairs, and there's a lot of natural light that goes into the house because of this. So you might appreciate that. The other model house doesn't have this. But this one in particular, I remember one of our buyers, parang this is one of the features that they like, no? Because siguro they like the stairs to be more maaliwalas or something. Alright guys, so now we're at the kitchen, no? So this is one of my favorite parts of the house. As we said, the Filipino family loves to cook and dine and entertain people. So this is where all that action happens, no? So as you can see in this house, the kitchen's not just an afterthought. Kumbaga talagang may space siya for a proper kitchen, diba? It's by L shape. And one of the things I'll share with you is when you're designing kitchens, you have to parang think of this imaginary triangle, no? And the 3 elements of that triangle are obviously where you're gonna cook. So you have the range or the oven. The second is the kitchen sink, right? Where you wash a lot of your dishes afterwards. And the third that you need to think about is actually your countertop space. So your countertops here. So your working space here. Because diba, I personally I like to cook, and I know my way around the kitchen, and it's such a hassle when wala kang mapatungan ng space, no? So in this house, you get a lot of that, and you see the kind of design naman that we use, and this is just again based on our influences abroad. We use shaker style type of cabinets, and these cabinets are custom made and they are custom painted. So a lot of the things that you see here in this house are actually custom made. One of the things I would actually highlight with you today, is actually the kind of material that we have here. So when you combine quartz and marble and put them together, that's called sintered stone, and that's what you're looking at here. Well, here's double bowl kitchen sink, and a pull-out, kitchen faucet. These things, this is stainless steel, by the way. This is a US brand, no? So ako technically, ako kasi parang personal preference ko is not to use yung parang mga faucets from China na import, no? Because I've used it before in my own house, and after 2 to 3 years, parang pangit na yung texture niya kasi parang natatanggal yung pagka-plating ng stainless or whatever, no? So I prefer to go with a more established, trusted brand. So this is actually made in the US. Alright guys, so the last thing I want to share with you about the kitchen today is our provision for the oven. So you'll see that I think this is a close to 1 meter space, and the reason we're so happy with these provisions is because we've standardized the sizes of these provisions so that when you are shopping at SM or Anson's or anything like that, most of those things you will see on their website will fit inside your kitchen. You won't have the problem of, punta ko sa Anson's, ganda-ganda, type ko tong pero hindi pala kasya sa kitchen ko. So we kind of went above and beyond to make sure that this standard provision for the oven, kakasya siya if you buy it from there. Itong ref mo naman, kakasya siya, no? I think the only ref na hindi kakasya dito is yung talagang malaking ref na parang double doors pa siya na it's called a French door, no? But most of the refs that you will find will fit this space. And you know, because ano naman gagawin mo sa kitchen na ang ganda, tapos yung oven hindi magkasya, yung ref hindi magkasya, or napakaliit ng ref nyo, diba? So hindi kayo makapag-grocery ng maayos. So that's one of the things that we, you know, highlight here as well, and that we're proud of. And as you can see, the depth of this oven is almost parang pantay nga with the countertop. No? It's almost flush to the countertop, and that's because we really planned even with, you know, the depth of this countertop na hindi siya parang sobrang nakalabas dito sa countertop para talagang mag-mesh lahat ng items, diba, in the kitchen. Over here at the second floor, we're at the landing of the second floor, where this landing goes into your toilet, and then there's 3 bedrooms up here in the SOLENN model. And one of the things I wanted to highlight was, you know, how big and spacious the second floor is. You see also the kind of doors that we use down here. So these again are custom panel doors. They're solid doors. We custom painted all of these doors to make sure, and we actually use a lot of these also details around the doors, no, to make it look just very nice. And one of the things I will highlight with you today that I will share is the kind of flooring that we have here throughout the second floor. This is what you call bamboo flooring. This is made from solid bamboo. There's a lot of advantages to it. One of it being kind of eco-friendly, diba? Pet-friendly. It's kind of scratch-resistant. Not scratch-proof, but scratch-resistant. It's also mildly parang water kind of resistant. So now we're gonna go inside the master's bedroom. Guys, we're inside the master's bedroom. Ang laki, diba? So I can spread my arms here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's very nice because one is this very spacious, and the trick to bedrooms is that there has to be a lot of space. So when we planned this, we knew, for example, that the ideal place for you to put the bed, and we put a queen-size bed, 2 meters wide by 2 meters deep, you know. So we made sure that the bed is gonna be here. If the bed is here hanggang dito, then that means na you have space to walk from here to here, no? Enough for a person to walk comfortably. We also knew that you were going to put your TV here. So, dahil may TV dito, we put power outlets down here. So you have your power outlet down here, and you have another power outlet here kasi syempre maraming mga modem or other things na nakasaksak. And also, andito rin yung kaninang sinabi natin na parang pang sky cable and internet line, no? So if ever you're gonna get internet, which nowadays it's very important to have internet and sky cable TV at home. That's almost a given utility already for everyone. The other thing is down here you can even put a small table like a dresser. So your wife might like it because she can put a dresser there and put all of her makeup in the mirror, right? And then over there you can put your kitchen cabinets. Hello guys, so bedroom number 1. That was the master's bedroom. This one is bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 1 is facing the street also. So you get this nice view. You can look outside, you know, and you've got these really nice windows, the same UPVC materials before, that has this like insect screen. So pag medyo mainit, you can just keep the window open but keep the insect screen closed. And the size of this is obviously smaller than your master's bedroom, but big enough so it can actually fit the same queen bed and still have, you know, if you put a 2 meter This is about 2 meters. This is about how big the size of a queen bed is. And the depth of that is probably about ganyan rin. So you can see that from the tip of where my hand is, you have all of this space to walk pa or put a TV or a shelf. And down here also, you have enough room to put a side table or whatever study table, diba? And then you can have stuff for this. So we've done a lot of houses before, and we've basically optimized the space for the bedroom. We know what, if plano pa lang, if the bedroom is gonna look too small, kasya yung bed pero wala ka ng paglalagay ng gamit, wala ka ng malalakaran, or wala ka ng parang bedroom space, no? So we made sure na in all of our houses, you have your bed, your bedroom space, and your walking space. Alright guys, so now we are at our third and last bedroom for the SOLENN model, and this is the smallest one, but again, you can fit a queen size bed here, no? And still have enough space here. You see this recessed wall here? We made this about 2 feet or about 60 centimeters, and you can fit your bedroom cabinets down here, no? So with still enough space for the bed, you know? And then you have obviously your windows for ventilation. So now we're at the second floor of the SOLENN model toilet, and what I wanted to show you here was well, we have this nice wash basin cabinets here included here in the toilet turnover, no? So again, they're soft close. It's a different color of wood, and it's a much wider wash basin. So we keep this in mind kasi pag kunyari naghugas tayo sa lababo, diba ang dami natin mga gamit, or let's say face wash or something, or toothbrush na gusto mong parang patungin. So we made sure na marami kang mapapatungan dito for your convenience again. There's a power outlet here for let's say hair, what do you call that? Blow dryer. We also use the same Hans Grohe top mount faucet here. And we use the same toilet bowl as you saw downstairs. Now it's got this dual flush thing going on for efficiency. And you can also see what kind of awning window that we used here. It's made of the same German UPVC materials, no? So it's German made, but it's locally assembled. Now we're here inside the second floor toilet, and you can see that it's a little bit bigger than the shower downstairs. So if you measure this, you know, I can turn around here and kasha ako. So we just made sure na if you're showering here, hindi yung parang ang sikip-sikip naman nagsha-shower. It has the same kind of tempered glass that we use downstairs, and it also has this same shower niche, you know, for your toiletries and things like that. Alright guys, so now we're here at the back part of the dining. So down here, this is the door that opens to the service door. Actually, you see, I didn't mention this at the beginning, but all of our doors pala, they are panel doors, which means they are solid. And at the same time, all of our doors, if you see here, they're made of parang wood. They are custom made and custom designed. So we went back to our supplier, actually, we gave them a design that we wanted, and we had them build it, and then when they got here to the site, we actually finished it ourselves custom. So that's how we achieved this kind of texture and color for the doors. And then we picked what kind of door handles that we have. So we have these like lever type doors, no, for the rear and the main door. So you see the door to the bathroom also has a different design from this one, no? So again, this is a custom design for the bathroom door, and we use privacy levered knobs for the doorknobs. This bathroom, it's like one of the hardest things that parang we have to design kasi it's such a small space, pero ang dami niyang details inside na kailangan pag-isipan, no? When we designed this, we predetermined, for example, kung gaano kalaki itong wash basin. We predetermined the space in between the wash basin and the toilet bowl. We predetermined the space in between the toilet bowl and the shower partition. We knew there's going to be a shower partition. And we also measured exactly the space in between the shower partition and the wall, so that there's enough space for you. If you're the person showering inside, hindi yung parang tumatama na yung gilid mo habang nagsha-shower ka sa loob, no? We also thought in advance of the needs of the person using the house, and we actually put in a parang recessed niche for your like toiletries, your shampoo, your soap, diba? Here where the switch is, mayroon actually siyang katabing power outlet. The reason for the power outlet is because yung mga babae gusto mag-blow dry ng hair. So for convenience, we actually put it down here as well. No? There's actually, you won't see it, but there's a mirror down here, and the mirror comes with a wash basin too. These are top-of-the-line toilet bowls from from our supplier. These are not your typical parang plastic type toilet seats, and they are, as you can see, soft close. No, even this bathroom drawer, which you can put a lot of stuff, is soft close. This is what you call a 10 mm tempered glass. So it's tempered so that it doesn't break easily. And inside here, you will see our shower fixtures. They are made by Hansgrohe, the German brand again. So it has a telephone shower and like that faucet underneath. So a lot of these things these are very expensive. You can go to your Home Depot store or Wilcon and you'll see how expensive like one of these faucets is, diba? But again, you don't have to think about that. Just like the kitchen and the plastic wood composite patio and all of the things that I mentioned before, all of them are actually included with the house at delivery.